Hi, this is Cody from Elemental Farm. Today we're going to do a quick walkthrough of our incubation chamber. Okay, so here we're in our incubation room where after we inoculate the mushroom bags, we put them here while they go through the food in the bag and myceliate the grain and the spawn that we put in there. This is where they incubate. And then you see some of these guys will come out and they're a little early. It's a lion's mane that popped out of the filter patch right there. But here's where they come when they gotta sit for 6 to 8 weeks or longer to mature until they're ready to be harvestable. So on this side I got lion's mane, several rows of lion's mane, shiitake on the bottom. Shiitake takes the longest, of course, 6 months to a year depending on variety, strain, and substrate. So line it with shiitakes and lion's mane on this side. You'll get a few reishi sticking out on top, some that needed longer to colonize their blocks than others. You look closely at the reishi, they'll begin to fruit inside the bag, creating antlers or horns inside the bag where are long cylindrical mushrooms instead of the conch-like seashell or ear-shaped ones that come out of the side of the bag. Once those reishi hit air, that mycelium will spread out, the fruiting body will spread out and form like a plateau, a shelf. But in the bag, they're just looking for oxygen. And here we got reishi inoculating. Got some bags that taking a little longer than others. You can see as the mycelium's, coming inward. This is the wood substrate here. The mycelium encroaching in, slowly engulfing it. And once it's fully engulfed, it'll look like this bag here. Nice and solid. This one over here is still a little pliable, a little squishy. And here's where everybody sits and inoculates, and you see these guys pop up every once in a while, and that means this guy's ready to get fruited. So that mushroom right there is perfectly edible. We'll pluck it off, probably freeze dry it down. Got reishi over here. There's a variety of red and black reishis here. Got chestnut mushrooms on the bottom. Sitting and going. Yeah, chestnut shiitake go on the bottom. They take the longest to inoculate and incubate in here. 4 to 6 months, some longer. There's some in here for a year. It takes so long. Similar over here, shiitakes and chestnuts on the bottom, but this is the oyster side. So we got your gray, your pinks, your golds, all incubating, ready to go. Here's some of the pinks. Those are some pretty guys. The middle row is my fresh batch, usually up here. These are the ones that just came out of the lab. Just got done getting inoculated. There's a certain amount of time I leave the mushrooms taped up like this to ensure we got good myceliation here with the grain spawn that I put in there. After a certain amount of time, I'll open the bags up like the other ones you see over here, let more air in. The little filter patches are good, but like everything, 99.9 doesn't mean 100%. So sometimes it'll let stuff in there. So you let the grain spawn do its magic. Once the block is almost colonized, it's pretty hardy. It can fight off a lot of stuff. So you open this bag up and let some more air in and finish off colonization pretty quick. All right, that's our mushroom house. Thanks for coming.